Tonight's global brief: clear, concise, and ahead of the curve. From markets to climate and tech, we scan reliable sources so you don't have to. Your world, briefing ready.
Hello and welcome to World News. I'm Eve, your anchor in our global newsroom. In the next minutes, we'll bring you verified headlines from geopolitics, business, and technology, with clear context and concise takeaways. You'll learn what happened, why it matters, and what to watch next, without noise or speculation. Stay with us as we start at the desk with today's top stories, then zoom in on the trends shaping tomorrow. Let's begin.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into a huge hypothetical breakthrough, a ceasefire in the Gaza war. Let's imagine for a moment that it's October 13, 2025. After 2 absolutely devastating years, the conflict has hit pause, and the last remaining hostages are finally free. So we're going to break down how this fragile peace even happened, and more importantly, whether it has any chance of lasting.
Let's just start with these words from former U.S. President Donald Trump, because they really captured that profound sense of relief that swept across the globe on that day. They kind of set the stage for a moment that, honestly, many people thought would just never come. So what exactly just happened here? Well, after 2 long, brutal years, a major breakthrough has been reached. And to really get how significant this is, you have to remember the sheer scale of the conflict that led us to this point. I mean, think about that. For 2 full years, the war that kicked off with the Hamas attack of October 7th, 2023 has just raged on. That's 24 months of non-stop conflict that completely reshaped the Middle East and caused just unimaginable suffering. And the human cost, it's just staggering. According to Gaza's health officials, the death toll has soared past 67,000 Palestinians. Entire neighborhoods have been flattened, leaving behind this landscape of utter destruction.
But today, that violence has paused. Why? Because under this new ceasefire deal, the last 20 surviving Israeli hostages, some of them held captive in Gaza for more than 2 years, have finally been freed.
This right here, this is the linchpin. The successful transfer of every single confirmed living hostage. It's the crucial first step in this whole accord. It's the one action that unlocked the possibility of finally ending this shattering war.
But, a high-level deal like this, how does that actually translate on the ground? Because behind all the diplomacy, you got real people, families who've been torn apart and are now just tentatively hoping they can be put back together again.
Just imagine the scene in Tel Aviv's Hostage Square. For 2 years, it's been a place of constant vigil. But now, pure elation. Thousands of people cheering, hugging, weeping, as families, like Vicky Cohen's, got the news that their loved ones were finally safe. And you see that exact same hope mirrored in Gaza. As part of the deal, nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners were also released, bringing a similar wave of relief in this desperate wish voiced right here by Imad Abu Judat that this is it, the real end to the conflict. Which, of course, raises a massive question. How on earth did this moment of hope emerge from the wreckage of a 2-year war? Well, the answer is in this incredibly complex web of international diplomacy.
Yeah, this was not some simple handshake deal. This was a multifaceted accord finalized in Egypt, and it took intense mediation from all the key international players. We're talking Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey, with the United States and Donald Trump really spearheading that final push to get it over the line. So the agreement itself is structured in 2 pretty distinct phases. Step 1 is what we've just seen, the ceasefire and the exchange. That's done. But step 2? Well, that's where the truly hard work begins, setting up this international board of peace to negotiate the entire long-term future of Gaza.
And for his central role in getting these negotiations done, Trump got a reception you almost never see, a rare, near-unanimous standing ovation in Israel's parliament, the Knesset. And as a direct nod to his efforts, he was also immediately nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
But okay, even with all the celebrations and the awards, we have to be realistic. This peace is incredibly fragile. The path forward is basically littered with the exact same obstacles that have derailed peace efforts for generations.
Which brings us to the big one, the most critical question of all. Is this a genuine, lasting peace? Or is it just another temporary truce in a conflict that's been going on for generations?
And one of the biggest roadblocks right out of the gate is this issue of disarmament. The 2 sides are just fundamentally opposed. Israel is demanding Hamas disarm as a non-negotiable part of the peace plan. Meanwhile, Hamas is saying there's no way they'll disarm until a Palestinian state is actually achieved.
And it doesn't stop there. There's this whole laundry list of other massive questions, the very things this new Board of Peace is supposed to tackle. Who's going to govern Gaza? What's the ultimate fate of Hamas? How will a full Israeli withdrawal be managed? And can any of this, realistically, lead to the creation of a Palestinian state? So, at the end of the day, here's where we're at. Today marks an incredible moment of hope, for sure. But the hardest work is just beginning. The first step of the deal, stopping the fighting, that part's done. But it's the second step that's going to determine the future. The question really isn't if the guns can be silenced anymore. It's whether the deep, deep conflicts that started this war can ever be resolved at a negotiating table.
That's your briefing from World News. I'm Eve. Before we go, a quick recap. Key decisions in policy and markets, signals from tech and security, and the human angles behind the numbers. For more depth and verified updates, follow my channel World News Eve and enable notifications. We'll be back soon at this desk with clear facts and practical context you can use. Until then, stay informed and stay kind. Like my video, leave your comments, and help me bring news to everyone. From me to all of us, be happy.